All right, guys, we're going to be doing graphing this week. As you can see, we have several things on our board. Here is a data table. Over here, we have a graph. Starting with the data table, this is where we record our data, okay? We have our title, so we know what we're doing. And then you have the name of your x-axis will go on the left column. The name of your y-axis will go in the right column. Your x-axis is your independent variable. Your y-axis is your dependent variable. So once we get this all filled out, then we can take the information from here and move it to our graph where it's much more beautiful. Okay, so how do you set up your graph? Once again, you're going to have a title. It's going to be the same title that you used on the data table. Then you're going to figure out your axis. These yellow lines represent your axis. This one is your y-axis. You can remember that because it's y to the sky. Okay. We also have a term called dry mix. And how we use that is dry has the y in it. As you can see, it goes with the y-axis. And then you take your d, which goes with dependent variable. So on this side, this would be your y-axis and your dependent variable, and that's where that name would go. If you have a unit of measurement, you would need to put that as well. Then you have your x-axis. Obviously, anything that's not on the y-axis will go on the x-axis. So we have our mix. Once again, your x's match up. The I goes for your independent variable, and then you would name your independent variable here using a unit of measurement if you had one. And that is how you set up your graph. Okay? There are two different graphs. One is a bar graph. That is when you are comparing several things. And then you have a line graph that would show a change over a given period of time. Is that okay? If not, y'all can do take 75.